Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. It's a nice quiet Sunday morning here on the mountain in Costa Rica, and I just thought I would do a video today about knowing your why. And as you can see from the title, it's about, this can apply to the raw vegan lifestyle, business, life, whatever. So I do videos like this from time to time, so if you would please subscribe to the channel and come back and watch some more. Oh, and when you hit that subscribe button, click the little bell and check send notifications so you will stay subscribed. So anyhow, the why of what you're doing this. We'll talk about it a little bit from the raw vegan aspect, to get started. In the beginning, people have a number of reasons why they come to this lifestyle. Some people come to this lifestyle to lose weight. Some people come to this lifestyle to heal health issues that have some serious health issues out there. And other people, they just have various reasons why they come. Some people just want to feel better, and that's a good thing too. And like I say, and we're talking about the health aspects here. We're not talking about, hey, like a lot of us, whether we initially came to this lifestyle for that or not, for a lot of us, I know at least for me, that it's the animals that actually keeps me on this lifestyle. I'll say over and over and over again that no matter what happens, who knows where the raw vegan thing will go. Maybe new information comes in. Maybe I'm eating totally different 5 years, 7 years, 3 years, 10 years from now. But from the animal aspect, I'm vegan for life. I'm not pretty much vegan for life. I'm vegan for life. So we're talking about, from the health aspect here, but knowing your why in this thing. Now, one thing I'm going to say too is when you know your why, sometimes you need to expand on that a little bit and kind of really define your why a little, not in such vague terms, because we get to our goals more successfully. We're more successful in getting to our goals if we have well-defined whys. Okay, for instance, say maybe you came to this lifestyle just because you want to lose weight. Well, that's kind of general. Why do you want to lose weight? Try to take it down a little bit from there and focus on that. Now, you want to constantly, and one of the things, especially in the beginning, no matter what you're doing, you want to constantly remind yourself and remember your whys. And that's going to be especially important with the food, as if you tend to struggle or whatever, you always go back to that why. Another thing that's going to help, and this helps in not just the food, is educating yourself and reinforcing your why. To me, that's a very important step of it. When it came to this lifestyle, like I say, there were some things, and I don't know, everybody's mind works differently, and we're going back several years, so we're not talking about to where I am now after I've been eating and I can do this so easily, but I flip things in my mind, and all of a sudden, that's just it. I don't deal with this whole, well, I've got addiction to this, or I had this. There were certain things that once I learned about them, that was it. Once I learned, I could not go back. And that was so that the education reinforced my why. I can give you one little example right there. One of the first things I ever learned on this lifestyle just randomly was about the carcinogenic effect of heating oil when you're cooking it. Now, not getting into any discussion on eating oil or not eating oil, but one thing pretty much everybody agrees on is heating oils is carcinogenic. So from that day on, I never did that again, because once I read how bad that was and what it did, I had no choice. So educate yourself, because if you read some of these things, depending on whatever you're doing, once you find out certain things, that really makes it strong, and that makes it easier for you to resist what you're doing. Now, your why can evolve, and it can change over time, it will probably change over time as you get a little bit more solid in this lifestyle and get a little bit further down the lifestyle. I was thinking about, okay, how can I relate this for me? How has mine changed over time? And I can tell you now to where my why is today, where my why was before. I stumbled down the path a lot. Like a lot of these videos, I kind of try to go back and think about maybe what would have helped me, what I didn't have there. So some of these things I'm talking about, I didn't actually do, or didn't actually have this mindset at the time. But like I say, when I first came to this lifestyle, I was worried about, I drank for 30 plus years, was starting to worry about, okay, I'm gonna have to pay the piper one day. Maybe I need to start working on antioxidants, detoxifying, cleansing, doing whatever to my body to try to prevent getting some sort of liver cancer, liver cirrhosis, or whatever. And just to kind of basically overhaul my body. At the time, I didn't, know about cleansing and detoxifying and all that, but I did know that I needed to clean my body. It was as simple as that. Now, what started off as me wanting to just feel better, maybe repair some of the damage I've done, lose some weight. I did need to lose some weight at the time, although that was never the focus of this particular journey. That just wasn't it. But how my why changed over time, and it's why I eat exactly how I eat today, and it's why nobody with any little random comment on Facebook or on a video or whatever, or their whole like, oh, this is stupid, or you can't sustain on that. I don't give a damn what anybody has to say about it. I'm stubborn. I go by how I feel, and I know that I feel better than I've ever felt in my life. I feel good every single day. A couple of weeks ago, I have the rare sort of down day about maybe 3 or 4 a year, if that much, but it's not being sick. So I feel good every day. I'm well every day. I have energy every day. My digestion is good every day. And things seem to kind of keep moving in a direction to where it keeps getting better and better. So I know my why. I know my why very clearly. And, since, and it's kind of funny because, now I'm sitting here with all this, like I'm looking around in my room here and there's just tons of fruit here. And I'm thinking about how good I feel when I'm in this really pristine place of eating, all like just tons and tons and tons of fruit. And then I think I can think back and I can draw on those analogies, which I don't judge myself for, when I go back to the States and when I don't eat as well as I'm eating down here. When I eat some, and I don't harp on the cooked. I don't have a problem with the cooked, but sometimes, there's some of the salt creeps in there and other things, and I just don't eat as well when I'm in the States as I do down here. And it snaps me back in, and it reminds me of why I live where I live, so I can get what I can get. And it just reminds me of why I do what I do on this lifestyle. Now, as I'm saying, why I do what I do on this lifestyle. My why is not, everybody's why is going to be individual in whatever they're thinking about, but you've got to know that why in your life. And like I say, I've been on this train of thought with a lot of different areas in my life lately. I've been watching a lot of, I've been listening to Tim Ferriss stuff a lot. I've been listening to Chase Jarvis, Gary, what's his name? Vaynerchuk. I always forget that guy's name, but I've been listening to these people that have processes. I've been listening to these people that are they're very successful in different endeavors. What I like about a lot of the people I'm listening to these days, and a lot of the stuff I'm reading, and a lot of the stuff I'm trying to immerse myself in, is just a general thought of successful people. Because if you look at successful people, it doesn't matter. The top success is in athletics, the top success is in music, acting, writing, business, whatever. Successful people tend to have habits. Successful people tend to have certain ways of thinking and certain ways of looking at things. They don't just approach what they do in a haphazard manner and throw their hands in the air and just hope that the gods work out everything for them. No, they develop tools within themselves. They listen, they educate themselves from other people, and they learn, and basically we can learn from them. So I'll end right there, because then I'll just start rambling into other subjects. But you've got to know your why, whatever you're doing in life. And if you've got to, write that why down and put it on your bathroom mirror. Write that why down and put it on your refrigerator. If you got to put that why, if you've got to make it and put it all over your house, do it. There's apps out there on the phone. I just got a mindfulness app, which has a bell ringing, which I'm going to set to just kind of bring me back to things. So it's all out there for you. It's just, it's not all out there for you. There's education out there for you, but it's actually all in here, all in here. You have to activate yourself, and knowing your why is that first step. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I hope you'll come back again tomorrow. Love you guys. Peace.